Chapter 8. Bruno did not want to be a mouse any longer. While people were chasing and beating the witch mice, Bruno's mother screamed, holding round Mr. James' neck. Grandma walked to them and put Bruno into Mr. James's hand. She said, "Here's your son, Mr. James. Feed him a good diet. Goodbye." Bruno cried to his parents, "Daddy, Mummy, it is fun to be a mouse." His mother screamed and ran away. Mr. James ran after her with Bruno in his hands. Mrs. James cried while running, "I hate the place, I hate this place. I will never come here again for vacation." She got back to her room and began to pack her belongings. Then she went to the entrance of the hotel. Mr. James put Bruno into a handbag with some snacks. Bruno was busy eating the snacks and stayed silent. Mr. James caught up with his wife and they took a cab to take a train to their home in the suburbs of London. As soon as they got home, Mrs. James went into the bedroom and buried her head in bed to cry. Now Mr. James was much more reasonable than his wife. He was a successful businessman after all. Sitting on the sofa, he was trying to calm himself, thinking about how to deal with such a situation, how to comfort his wife and make her face reality. After quite a while, Mrs. James stopped crying. Her tears were limited after all. Seeing that his wife had stopped crying, Mr. James went up to her and said, "Honey, let's take our time to find a way. Bruno might be able to turn back into a boy again." Bruno, who was playing in the room, heard his father and yelled, "I don't want to be a boy again. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do homework. I hate the school. I hate the teachers. I hate to play with the schoolmates. I only want to stay at home, eat, and play as I like." See, Mr. and Mrs. James spoiled their son, and so Bruno did what he liked. Hearing Bruno speaking as usual, Mrs. James had a great pity for her son. She went over